This is Rummy's Corner. Coming up just around the corner, on April 20th from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, in a bout that will be broadcast on DAZN pay-per-view, WBC junior welterweight champion Devin Haney will square off against Ryan Garcia. Haney is the big favorite going into this one, and not without damn good reason. The 25-year-old Haney is an undefeated champion and one of the elite pound-for-pound boxers competing in the sport today. He is the former undisputed world lightweight champion and the first undisputed lightweight champion during the modern four-belt era. In his most recent bout last December, Haney moved up to 140 and he thoroughly outclassed Regis Prograis to win the WBC junior welterweight title. Going into that one, a lot of people viewed Prograis as the top guy at 140, and Haney pitched a literal shutout, winning every round in a lopsided unanimous decision where all three judges scored it 120 to 107. In the other corner, we have the 25-year-old challenger Ryan Garcia, who is just a few months older than Haney, but far less accomplished. Garcia fought twice last year. Back in April, he was knocked out by Tank Davis in round 7. Then last December, he bounced back when he stopped Oscar Duarte in round 8. But that loss against Davis is the one that is stuck in the mind of many boxing fans. And that in part is contributing to the perception that this will most likely be an easy night's work for the Dream, where the large gulf in class will be too much for Garcia to overcome. So does Ryan Garcia have any real chance here against Devin Haney? Well, honestly, I'm not so sure he does. At least not outside of some freak injury or occurrence. If there is any real hope here for Garcia, I believe it is predicated on the fact that Haney is not known as a power-punching knockout artist. Add to that the fact that Garcia is a very good athlete with some solid power of his own, combined with the fact that Haney's durability has at times been a matter of some debate. I suppose you have to give Garcia at least a puncher's chance in this one on those grounds alone. If Garcia can find a way to consistently unload accurately, and if Haney's ability to absorb incoming fire is as deficient as some seem to believe, then of course anything is possible. But I do not believe it's especially likely. Indeed, I have a very difficult time envisioning anything but a decisive win for Haney. Haney may not have tremendous explosive power like Tank Davis, but I personally think his power is a bit understated. The fact is, Haney punches hard enough to earn his opponent's respect, and in his most recent bout against Prograis, Haney managed to stop him in his tracks several times throughout the contest, and he also scored a knockdown with a sharp right hand. When you look at Garcia's loss against Davis, which was the only other time he was up against an elite prime talent, Tank was doing a brilliant job at patiently allowing Garcia to lead, while studiously searching for openings as they surfaced. And Tank excelled here. Whenever Garcia was out of position, Tank was creating and discovering favorable angles, and he was catapulting that well-disguised left hand and drilling the mark to both head and body whenever he launched. Davis was also doing a good job at getting Garcia to bite on his feints, exposing his hand, which enabled Davis to set up traps where Garcia often took the bait. I can easily envision Haney having the same success in the same departments here. Haney is a master at dictating the pace. He is a brilliant ring general, and he is defensively responsible while having a great variety on offense. And on top of all that, Haney also has an exceptional ring IQ. And to repeat, I believe he carries more pop than he gets credit for. And if the bout against Prograis is anything to go by, I'd argue he seems heavier-handed at 140, where his punches remain sharp and accurate whenever he commits with mean intent. And he otherwise knows how to patiently box, with an active output, without rushing or overcommitting. The two biggest key advantages for Haney as I see it are that 1, he has significantly better footwork. And 2, he is smarter and more disciplined in his approach. Looking back again to the loss against Tank, there were times when Garcia seemed to be coming on strong, but his inability to fight a smart and disciplined fight cost him, where he never built any sort of real momentum. For my official prediction, I am taking Devin Haney by late round stoppage. Best case scenario for Garcia, he gets off to a fast start where he earns Haney's respect and wins some of the early rounds before Haney's superior ability takes over. Worst case scenario, Haney pitches a shutout from the opening bell like he did against Prograis. But either way, I think Haney is simply too good here, and I expect the accumulation of Haney's consistency will ultimately break Garcia down, both physically and mentally. So I am taking Devin Haney by 10th round stoppage, but as always, what the hell do I know? I ain't exactly Quasimodo over here. But this fight is interesting if, for no other reason, the fact that Haney's performance against Garcia will inevitably be compared with Tank's victory, which can perhaps pave the way to a potential showdown between the two. So who do you think will win between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed and have a wonderful night. This is Rummy's Corner.
You know, Quasimodo predicted all this.